Welcome to the Manny Perez Show, the show that covers, works on, and solves our community's issues. Yes, we can with the Manny Perez Show.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Manny Perez Show. I'm Manny Manuel Perez, your community leader, political leader, always here to serve you. Success coach, so many things you can call me. And I'm here with our journalist, Gabriela Ascanio. And today we're happy because this is Inauguration Week, presidential inauguration. It's a new year, but we're getting a new government. We're getting our number 46. Number 45, bye-bye. Sorry. We have Joe Biden as our new president this week, and you can prepare for it. And it's going to be virtual, so you can watch it. And our Vice President, Kamala Harris, and yes, she's definitely shattering the glass ceiling for women, shattering the glass ceiling for people of immigrant descent. And we're happy. We should be happy because our community is a community that's made up of immigrants and their descendants. Every one of us in New York City can trace ourselves back to an immigrant. And that's wonderful. Because as it says in the Broadway show Hamilton, immigrants get the job done. And yes, I'm an immigrant. So is Gabriela. So is Julio. So, having said that, and thinking of our celebration, Gabriela, what do you think about this new president, this new government that we're stepping into this week?
I'm really happy for everybody because you all participated in such a democratic event where you get to choose who is going to make the decisions for the next 4 years. We came from a really weird year, a really harsh year. A lot of us suffer economically. Maybe a lot of people got depressed because you get to be a lot of time locked up inside your house. And this is a new year, a year of opportunities, of success, and I hope we keep going forward from now on.
Yes, definitely. We have to go forward. Now, the last year was one for the Democrats. We were really pushing. We were pushing for the change. And it was not easy. And I don't want to go into the details because a lot of it was a fight. We had to fight against attacks that we were receiving. We had to fight against attacks to our democracy and to our systems. I mean, we don't, many people don't remember, or they don't want to remember. But even with the pandemic, we had to fight to demonstrate that there was a clear and present danger to the United States of America. Because many of our leaders, if not most, were insisting that no, this isn't real. You don't have to wear face masks, they were saying. We do have to wear a face mask. And we were lucky in New York State and in New York City that our governor and our mayor both were clear in the needs of the people, in our health needs, in how to protect us, in taking steps to help us. And have they changed over time, deciding to do things differently? Yes, because you learn from the first time. You learn from the second time. Every time you make a decision, you find out if it was the best decision or if it can be tweaked or changed. I mean, with the schools right now, it's a perfect example. It's a balancing act because you need schools for certain children. They need the interaction, but they also need to maintain social distancing, wear masks, do the hand sanitizer. We have to test the teachers, test the students. We have to take care of their privacy. There's so many things that we have to look out for. And I'm very happy to say that we are doing it as a government, as a community. Most of us are actually working together. Are there a few people that are still trying to not pay attention, to do things that are dangerous to our community? Yes, it's true. I mean, I can't deny it. It's in the newspapers. Gabriela knows. She's following all the statistics on crime. I mean, we have a crime wave going on right now. There's the violent crime, which is really, in my opinion, that's messed up. We should not have guns. Guns are illegal in New York City. If you know somebody that has a gun, that person is a criminal, unless they're a policeman, unless they're a licensed security guard with permits from the police. But most of the people that we're seeing that are shooting other people, criminals. And they'll just say, oh, it was an accident. I didn't mean to do it. Come on. It's like kids playing with matches. I know I was a kid. I played with matches. But boy, did I get a whooping if my parents found out. Because our house is wood. It burns. We have to be careful. We have to avoid dangerous situations. And as a community, we can do it. We work together. That's all it is. That's all it is, working together. And there are different things that we want our government to do for us. But it's not magic. It's not that President Joe Biden is just going to sit down and correct all the problems that it took 4 years for our previous president to create. I mean, hey, there are a lot of things. Just think about it. 4 years to set up a whole bunch of problems. And most of the things that the president promised, he wasn't able to come through with. And there are people that believe his promises. Okay, you can believe, but did he come through with it? He came through with some things, but they were mainly things that hurt us. So now we've got hope. We've got Joe Biden and Kamala Harris leading the country into a period of growth. But for them to be able to do it, they need our help. So what do we do locally? Yay! Locally. Well, first of all, we have to help our businesses, our local businesses. Many are in trouble. There's no other word for it. Restaurants are having trouble. They're closing. And it's sad to say that the restaurants that close are not being replaced by another because people are scared of investing. What can I say? I don't blame them. And then jobs. The jobs we were used to, they're not there. The jobs that used to be easy to get where you just showed up and, you started packing boxes, doing something, not that many left. So
Has been filling all the jobs that a lot of people used to do. Now you go to a supermarket, and now you go to a self, what's the word?
Yeah,
You go to the, I'm sorry? Yeah,
the self
self checkout.
checkout.
Yeah. And since the pandemic happened, a lot of businesses realize that they don't need as many as employees as they used to, because maybe one employee can do the work of two and they pay less in salaries, or maybe they cannot afford to pay two employees, so now you have to look for other solutions. We've been talking about Uber Eats and those businesses that go to a restaurant and uh, give you your food, because now that the restaurants are closed, a lot of people are eating with the delivery service. You cannot go to the restaurant anymore, not right now. And especially in the winter, that we used to do it outside, when not every restaurant has the tools to have a proper
Yeah, outdoor
building to.
dining is rough when it's
Exactly.
cold. It's very tough. Are there some restaurants that actually set up very nice installations that are almost indoor dining? Yes, we know them. And I congratulate them. They're working within the rules. But is it expensive? Yes. And remember, we're the clients. We pay for all of that. Don't get angry. It's more expensive to do business. When a supermarket can't have all the people inside that it used to have, it doesn't make the money to pay for the employees that it used to have. So if you can only have half the people going into the supermarket, it's logical half the employees will be there. So you have to wait for the employee to attend you, to help you. Yep. And that impacts also on how many people can be inside the store. It isn't easy. I know that. I mean, we're living difficult times. But we have a new president. We have a new national government that wants to help our country move forward, that wants to help us, the people, because we, the people, are the source of democracy. All we have to do is exercise it. How much time is left, Gabriela?
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. So, in the second part of the program, we're going to talk a little bit about the vaccines and how we're going to be dealing with this pandemic in the coming weeks. That doesn't mean that our community is not doing anything. What it means is our community, we can understand what some of the changes are going to be, and we can work towards it. Because, hey, there's a saying in my country that if you know that trouble's coming, you can protect yourself. It's that simple. We're not out of trouble yet. We got rid of the trouble that came with number 45. Well, number 46 is going to help us get over it. Oh, I got the wrong hand. Sorry. Number 46, Joe Biden. He's going to help us. He is helping us already. And he's helping us with the pandemic relief. We're going to see changes with Congress, with the Senate. There are a lot of things I could talk about, but I'm not going to get into that because right now we're taking a break. So thank you very much. And we will be back in just a minute with the Manny Perez Show with Manny Manuel Perez, here to serve you, our journalist Gabriel Ascanio, and our production engineer Julio Camacho. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Manny Perez Show. Yes, I'm Manny Manuel Perez, your community leader, political leader, your success coach, your entrepreneur. I'm here to serve you. And here to serve you, we also have our journalist, Gabriela Ascanio, and our production engineer, Julio Camacho. And today we're celebrating. It's a new year with a new president this week. Yes, change for the better. And yes, I'm celebrating. I'm celebrating number 46 right here, right over my heart. Okay. We're celebrating because there will be changes. Will it take time? Some of the changes will take a lot of time because we have to change the laws. We have to change regulations. I mean, it's easy to complain, it's easy to criticize, but in truth, we are a country of laws. And some of the laws, some people might say, no, this is just too much. But it's kind of like protecting us, protecting ourselves. And with the pandemic, which is what we're going to talk a little bit about now, the pandemic really has created a lot of problems. And it's surprising. Some people don't understand why the hospital issue, the issue with the availability of hospital beds is so serious. Well, right now, if you need an operation, but it's not life-threatening, you're not getting that operation. That's simple. Anybody who needs to do dialysis, kidney, right now it's difficult. Can you have dialysis done? Yes, but it's limited because of social distancing and other rules, and because there aren't that many beds available. I mean, most people don't know what dialysis means. When you're having dialysis, there is a tube going into your body. Yep, it's going in. So they have to, your white blood cells have their job cut out for them to fight infections. And the virus, if you get exposed, well, your defenses are down. And right now we have a new variant, a new type of COVID that is over half as much more infectious. And yes, it's in New York City. Who brought it into the city? People that came from somewhere else. We didn't have it before. Oh, and who brought it in? You can complain. You can say whatever you want.
It doesn't matter who brought it. It doesn't matter who brought it.
Doesn't really matter. Now they're trying to put, you have to have a test to get on the plane, and you have to self-quarantine when you arrive. Well, I'll tell you, people can take the test, but the test you have to take it 2 or 3 days before you take the flight. Does it reduce the risk? Yes. Is it necessary? Yes. But until we have those tests that you can take right before getting on the plane, there's still a little bit of risk when you're traveling internationally. But some people have to travel. It's that simple. You might have to travel. You might have to go to some special event and where only you can do it. And okay, I'll respect that. I know people that are traveling, and I tell them you've got to be very careful. But I can't complain too much because luckily, this is the land of the free. It still is. We have freedom. We have justice. Oh, that we want justice to be better? Yes, we need it to be better. I'll agree with that. And that's part of what we hope to help this new president with. Joe Biden needs our help. If we're going to be a place where justice is available for everyone, we have to help. We have to help our government. It's that simple. So let's see. what's the situation with the vaccine centers here in New York, Gabriela? What's going on there? What have you read? What have you heard?
So there's a lot of places where you can take the vaccine here in New York City. We have big places in the Bronx and Brooklyn, but now we are going to have two mega vaccination sites. One in Junction Boulevard, in Junction, yeah, where the Department of Health and I don't
Health
remember
and
the
Human
complete name.
Services.
That's right.
Yes.
Uh,
And that's, I
they
think,
were,
by 35th Avenue, is it?
yeah, that's right. Uh, since a long time ago, they've been having you can take the test over there, and now they're giving you the vaccine. Now, starting this week, there's a new group that is going to get the vaccine. The education people, teachers, and people over 75 years old. And I'm really happy about that news because that means that we're getting to give everybody the vaccine just step by step. And I know there's not a lot of vaccines for everybody to get it right away, but we have to be a little bit patient. We have to a little bit patient and wait for our slot. So you can get on the site now. The City Field, the stadium of the New York Mets, it's going to be a mega vaccination site. So they're expecting to give the vaccine to 7,000 people a day per day. So that
Yep.
means that we're gonna get there really quickly or faster than where we used to be last month. So the vaccine is not going to get rid of the COVID right away. That it doesn't mean that you have to stop using the mask, but it's a huge step of um,
It's a necessary step.
getting a new normality. Yeah, it's necessary.
Yeah.
Of course, it's necessary. And not everybody's going to get it right away. But as I said, we're just going to have to be patient. We're going to put the link where you can take I don't remember the name. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. You can get your
Yeah,
appointment through
you
the
can get in the
website
link
that you're
and
going
wait
to
for
see
your
right there.
turn. And wait for your turn. It's going to take a few weeks, but you're going to get there. They're going to call you. They're going to send you an email informing you that you can go to the site and get your vaccine. Is going to be 24/7, 24 hours a day, and that you can get it.
Yeah, you can get it. Now, do you have to be patient? Yes. Just going through the website, you can get frustrated. I know I've tried it a number of times and I haven't been able to get through because every time I went to a site that was close to me, they said, we don't have any appointments available. So that's part of what we have to look at. We have an opportunity, but it's not easy. Now, there's another thing that Gabriela just mentioned it. We don't have that many vaccines. Why? Because the government did not prepare for it. The state government has been preparing, the city government has been preparing, but the national government for many months said, no, we don't have to do anything. And guys, we do have to do things. Right now, President-elect Biden has just told us that he is going to order to use the second doses as first doses just to get more vaccines out. Why? Because that gives him 3-4 weeks for the second dose to produce the new ones. It's a strategy. Is it perfect? No. I'm not going to say that anything's perfect right now. We have a pandemic. We have a virus that is very contagious. We're using vaccines that have luckily ended up being safe this month. And we have to continue using them because they're the protection we have. I mean, any the protection is just, it can protect you only as much as you are making good use of it and you're managing your risk. And are there a lot right now of urban myths going around about Joey took the virus and then he grew 5 arms? Well, if you want to believe that, I guess you can believe it. But I don't agree. We shouldn't be, first of all, we shouldn't be going with that kind of information. But it's some people do it. Some people think it's funny. What I do know is that in our community, especially in my community of Northwest Queens, I want everybody to take care of themselves. I want all of us to get the vaccine as soon as possible. If you go to one of the mega sites early in the wee hours of the morning, apparently you don't have to wait too long. They'll take walk-ins. That's what we have heard. That's what some people have been reporting. So you can try it. I mean, hey, if you can get the vaccine that way, that's a great thing. The important thing is get your vaccine. Wear your face mask. Use hand sanitizers. Wash your hands when you get home and wash your face. And social distancing is very important. And please, don't go to huge meetings. Because when you're in a huge meeting, you break social distancing. And some people don't want to wear masks. And as I said in the first part, we are the land of the free. I mean, in this country, you are free. The only limitations they do give you is when you are doing something that hurts the rest of the community, or you're breaking a law. And boy, do we see criminals all over the place. And I'm talking serious criminals. I mean, Gabriela's been researching. Violent crime in New York City is a problem right now. And we're talking crime with guns. Guns are not legal in New York City unless you're a cop. The police can carry guns. You and I doubt it. I know I can't. Gabriela can't. It's illegal. We're regular citizens. We cannot carry a gun. We're not security, licensed security guards. If you have a gun, it's illegal. You're a criminal. I'm sorry. You might be a family member. You might be a close friend. But if you've got a gun, sorry. Now, will the new government be enforcing anti-gun laws? That's something we will see. Right now, I know that our community, we have to try to control crime in our community. Yes, do we have to work with the police? Of course. That's their job. But that doesn't mean that we don't help them. We got to work with them. And we have to work with the new government. The new government will tell us what they're trying to change as they're working on it. But the important thing is you and I can do something for our community. By helping our community, we can help the national government. But very few of us can just go out into the street and do something to help the national government. I have to admit it, hey, it's all our community. It's you and it's me. So what are you going to do to help the community? And help the community in such a way that all the changes that we want Joe Biden and Kamala Harris to implement will be easy to achieve. Well, one way is get in touch with us. We've got a journalist, Gabriela Escaño. You give her the lead, she can write the article, she can do the investigation, and at the very least, we cover it here in the program. You communicate with me. You need a solution. I will try to find it. Why? Because I've been studying municipal governments for decades. I trained people in how to run a local government. Now, is it the same as New York City's government? No, New York City's government is huge. But the basic principles stay the same. Economic development. We have to develop our economy. I've worked on that. There are strategies. And hey, we have one great advantage. We're a community of immigrants. That means we have a workforce. So that's another thing we can take advantage of. Gabriela, how much time do we have?
Less than a minute.
Woo! Well, we covered a lot. We're still celebrating. Yay! And please, on Wednesday, it's virtual. You can be at the inauguration. Yes, listen to the promises. Listen for opportunities for something you can do to help our community. I'm Manny Manuel Perez, always here to serve you. Our journalist, Gabriela Escaño, same thing. She's here for you. And Julio in America TV Productions, they're helping us make sure that this program is always available to you. We'll see you with the Manny Perez Show next Monday, when we will once again have a new president, new vice president. Yay, number 46. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for joining us on the Manny Perez Show, the show that covers, works on, and solves our community's issues. Yes, we can. The Manny Perez Show.